Hello folks, going to do a quick video before I head out for my wife's Christmas party at work. But we have the Jabba Hut articles up on the FFG website now, so I'll stick a link in the video description. But we have just the skirmish stuff I normally cover for these videos. So Jabba Hut, a vile gangster, is 6 points. He is obviously a leader, smuggler, hunter. He has 10 health, only a speed of 2, a defense of 1 black die, and he rolls a red and a green melee attack if you ever get in a position to actually do that. So it's a good package. 6 points for 10 health is a reasonable exchange for single figure activation. Speed 2 is pretty slow, so he isn't going to be darting around anywhere to grab any objectives for you. But again, that's not where you're going to be using him. He's going to come into his own when you start looking at all of the different options he adds on his actual card. So for an action, he can do Bully, which is a figure of your choice within 3 spaces suffers 3 strain. So works really well. I think in the article they talk about using this with under duress, which, well, so it's a powerful combination. I think Jabba's too slow to use it offensively. So for me, this is more of a defensive strategy. In a list where you might run under duress anyway, it's brilliant, but I wouldn't specifically put under duress in the list to try and trigger this ability. It's trying too hard. Jabba's just not going to make it there. Then we have an action for incentivize, which is a mercenary figure of your choice becomes focused. So handing out focus all across the board as well. So it's good. It has to be a mercenary figure. So if you've got Gideon in your list, I don't believe it would be able to focus him because he still counts as a rebel figure, I believe. I'm probably going to be wrong on this one. I know I was wrong on feral swipes on the last video I did. Need to do a correction on that one. He has another action as a scheme to draw 1 command card. Always good, lets you cycle through the cards quicker. Anything that lets you take advantage of your command deck's always really powerful and popular. Then as a double action, we have Order Hit, so you can spend 2 victory points and a mercenary figure of your choice may interrupt to perform an attack. Then it gains 2 movement points. It's going to be really strong. An extra attack out of a HK, anything like that, it's going to be good. I can see this one working really well. Then we also have Nefarious Gains, which is just an inbuilt ability. Whenever a hostile figure is defeated, you gain 1 victory point. So that balances out the fact that you have to spend victory points to order hit. Another way of doing it, I really like taking him with First Strike. I think that's quite a good combination as well. It just gives you those 4 VPs to spend early to get the effectiveness which you'll earn back through killing things. It does kind of skew the way Jabba's going to work in the skirmish missions, because you always need to be aware when playing against him that he's going to be racking up an extra VP here, an extra VP there, and if it isn't spending them on ordering hits, it can really start to drain you of the just time you have to actually win the game. So all in, I think it's really, really good. I don't think it's any surprise that it costs 6 points. It's obviously a replacement, or designed to be a replacement for the Rebel Cur package in Gideon and 3PO, because that comes in at 6 points. Personally, in my mercenary lists at the moment, I have been running with Gideon and Obi-Wan, and I could see myself still doing that. I have been running 5 points worth of what are we called? Tusken Raiders. So I can shuffle stuff around after this expansion comes out. I think I'd still look at Gideon as well. I think with Gideon's focus, incentivized focusing, you can get a lot of really beefy attacks coming out of the mercenaries. Need to correct myself. So the skirmish upgrade that comes in the pack is Black Market. So it is a unique, which is good because you only want to be buying 1 Jabba. At the end of each round, a friendly smuggler may suffer 1 strain. If it does, reveal a top card of your command deck, then you may either spend victory points equal to a card's cost to draw it, or discard that card to gain victory points equal to its cost, or return the card to the top of the deck. I'm pretty happy with this. I think personally, if you can, I'd be looking at an extra way of getting VPs again. So with Jabba and this, you can potentially rack up quite a few extra VPs pretty quickly, especially if you're taking first strike as well. It's a few points coming out of your squad, but you're winning that race already. Then as command cards, we've got Jabba's own command card, which is for an action. Place this card on a hostile deployment card. When an attack targeting a figure in that group is declared, apply +1 damage to the attack results. It costs 2 points and is obviously unique. This one's good against not only big targets, but multi activation targets as well, just because it works across the whole group. Also, it's when any figure's attacking, so this can really rack up damage pretty quickly. My worry would be that it will rack up damage that quickly that you'll just kill them and then the card's useless. So if you need it to do so, like against a Vader, I think it would be brilliant, because anything that can push that damage output up and higher is really, really worthwhile. But if you're not going to capture that last Stormtrooper, I feel like you can just fall behind a little bit too quickly. So a good card, probably will include it, but not 100% sure. Then we have Shoot the Messenger. Use after you resolve an attack targeting a figure. If the defender was defeated, your opponent discards the top 3 cards of his command deck. I really like this card, especially with the different strain type lists that are starting to develop for the mercenary faction now. You can really start milling that command deck and start your strain just doing even more damage. So this is definitely one to include, in my opinion. If you're going to run a mercenary strain list, this needs to make it into a deck. And finally, Assassinate. So it's a hunter card. Use while attacking a figure to apply +3 damage to the attack results. Really strong card. If you're using hunters, I'd definitely try and find the 3 points. This one is kind of like Grenade for Grenadier for a trooper list. I think if you're going to use a hunter based list, this card's going to make it in. Adds 3 damage to any roll, and it's used while attacking, so you can do it after you've seen the dice roll and see what the outcome's going to be. So you can either use it to push people over the edge, or just make sure you get damage so you can then apply other conditions, which coincidentally shows Dengar on the picture. Dengar loves applying conditions, so it needs a bit of help, to be honest. I don't think this card actually helps Dengar enough for him to be competitively viable, but it's good. So scroll back down to Jabba and we'll just close out the video. I'm really, really pleased with him. I'm definitely going to be purchasing a pack myself. He's going to make it into quite a few different mercenary lists. As a smuggler, I think he's a perfect target to use with Black Market, because he's got the 10 health and you're going to be trying to protect him. He doesn't need line of sight or anything for any of his abilities, only bully, and that's got, like I say, more of a defensive action. So hide him in the corner of your deployment, never going to move. He's going to use all of his actions to keep focusing people, drawing command cards, and that's about it really. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother moving him. It would be a shame. I mean, stuff you can use as single purpose on Jabba is going to be really good. To the limit can be really nice. You can order hit and then still focus somebody else. Not sure of the interaction of if you can focus and then use to a limit to do order hit or not. I'll need to look into a double action and how that resolves with to a limit. But yeah, definitely a good strong card. I don't know if he will whole out replace 3PO and Gideon, but can definitely do the job and offers a lot more things and lets you stay within the mercenary faction. So really excited for this one, and I think Jill's going to start shouting at me soon, so I better go. Thanks for watching the video everyone, and I'll speak to you again soon.